call me one man gang. No need for government names, and I ain't got a problem. Nope.
They're voting. They're working on it. Like I said, the simplest thing to do. Democrats wanted to throw a whole bunch of little underlying shit in there. Republicans wanted to throw. It was just give people the money. Y'all work that shit out on your own. Stop trying to manipulate terms on all these political things instead of just saying, look, here's your money, pay your rent, pay your electric bill, get your kids school supplies. It wasn't about that. It's about these other little things that they're trying to weasel in on each other, and they're just going to disagree. If the vote was, do we give them money in increments based on their income? Simple. That's all you need to do. Nothing else needs to get put into the bill. This is their money. Give them money and keep it moving. Yeah. We can hammer out this other shit and work on this other stuff later. But it wasn't, so it's what it is.
Yeah. Well, it's unfortunate, man, that even for the sake of people, you can't come to terms and figure this shit out. But
it's not that they can't, it's that they just don't want to.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
that's the problem. Like, it's a want situation. It's not that they can't. They just refuse to. But anyway, we'll see what happens. On his toy scooter. That's about it, and I think we're done.
That's it. Listen,
we could talk about the bubble, but fuck the Lakers.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Fuck LeBron too.
Hey man, the Clippers blew that, man.
The Clippers did blow it.
I almost feel like it's rigged, man.
It is rigged.
Yeah.
The entire reason, I said this before, the entire reason they're in the bubble is to, number one, that LeBron can win another championship.
Shit, Miami might beat the Lakers, man.
And they can say, the Lakers did it for Kobe. No, they didn't. I don't care what anybody says. No Laker, LeBron, none of that shit had this same energy last year when they didn't have AD. They were crying. He ain't had enough help. He not doing nothing spectacular other than having a top 2-3 player taking the shine off of, like, they have to worry about AD. So LeBron's free to do whatever he wants. So let any other team do that. Of course you're going to win. Shit. I beat the shit out of the computer every time I play it because I got players on 99. Like, duh. If you're allowed to build your own team, you're going to win.
This is the notorious I play on easy.
Oh, yeah. I just won a baseball game today, 38-1.
Oh, jeez.
No. I'm sorry. I won 43-1. Baseball game. The announcer even said, they're putting up video game numbers. I was backing up.
That's this guy. But he has fun with it. That's all that really matters.
Oh, yeah. If you never watched the Mighty Ducks, perfect model for me. Love it. Live by it. It ain't worth winning if you can't win big. That's why I win the football games 86, 87-0. I get upset if somebody scores on me. I think I only allowed...
easy, you should get upset.
I think I only allowed 6 points the whole year.
Now, on the football game, I play on the hardest level. The basketball, the 2K, I don't. I play whatever the second level of hardness is. I don't play on that basketball game.
Nah, because I'll get mad and start saying the computer's cheating, and then that remote is going to be through my TV, and then I really get upset.
I hear you. My son, man, you know, and he got it from me. I hate that. So I used to get mad, and sometimes, you know, the controller will go flying. I don't do that anymore. So now my son, man, he buys his own controllers. He got a job. One day I came home. He was like standing there, kind of pacing a little bit. He grabs my hand, says, "How you doing?" Shakes my hand, right? I'm like, "What's going on?" And he pulls this controller out the trash. He broke it in half. I said, "Boy, what in the world?" He's like, "I'm mad at this." And it's the dumbest. If you guys ever heard of the Fall Guys, It's like a game on a PlayStation Network where you dressed up in like a jelly donut costume or something stupid, racing other people. But it's like these things, these obstacles knocking you back. I'm like, you broke your joystick over that game? Like, seriously? Like, but yeah, he's like, I'm not. So he bought the last one. He wasn't going to do it. His mom called me. I'm like, I didn't know why she was calling me. I'm in Baltimore driving the truck. She's like, you got a second to talk? I got the Bluetooth. I'm like, yeah. She's like, do you think it's ridiculous that your son broke a joystick? He becomes my son when he did something.
Something wrong.
Yeah. Daddy broke this joystick and such thing. I said, well, yeah, I think it was silly, of course, I said, but in all fairness, the temper comes from both me and you. And she was like, you're right, but what I'm trying to teach him is that a moment of anger, you can live with the consequences forever. And I said, yeah.
That's true.
I said, I get that.
That's definitely true.
Yeah. But, yeah, man. I mean, the way he shook my hand, I knew something was wrong. I said, what's going on, man? And that's when he pulled the joystick. I'm wanting to laugh, but I'm like, what in the world? He's like, can you take me to Walmart, Dad, so I can get another joystick? I said, look, borrow mine, man. I ain't going to Walmart. Borrow mine. I said, but don't throw mine.
But actually, you know what? Speaking of, we haven't done a podcast since football season started. What do you think about, you're the football fan. Everybody hate football. Just so you know, I hate football.
My Giants are 0-2. The Eagles are 0-2. The Cowboys are 1-1. The Redskins, I'm not sure if they played.
You mean the Washington football team?
Oh.
Can't say Redskins no more.
Yeah, right. But,
which is funny. Look up there.
Yeah.
And the only reason I keep that's the first Christmas gift Selena ever bought. I think she, in school, where they buy things for, she didn't know what to get me, so she got me that. So that's that little Washington Redskins pen is gonna stay up. So one of the first Christmases I remember, that's funny that she got me that, but one of the first Christmases I remember, my parents got us all football helmets. One of us got the Vikings. I don't remember what the third one is, but they got me a Redskins helmet. So it was ironic, but
listen, my dad had got me anything other than the Giants, I would have tossed it in the river. Yeah,
I thought it was weird because both my parents liked the Eagles.
And they got you Redskins.
And none of us got an Eagles helmet.
Maybe they couldn't find one.
That's possible. It was the 70s, so. But yeah, I remember that helmet, and we would go out and run into each other's head.
I mean, football season's great, man. I can't complain about the football. I wish my team had, they came close to winning against the Bears yesterday. Last minute, trying to go down the field, and they got to the 20-yard line and couldn't convert the first down. So,
Is it weird without the crowd? I haven't seen the game. I haven't even seen the highlights.
Not to me, because you're not even... Okay, so I will say this. It might be at times you notice, but if you're really a football fan, you're not paying attention to the crowd anyway. You're always looking at the game.
Yeah, the crowd is like white noise, though, in the background.
I think they've actually, and I think at times they do play noise, if I'm not mistaken. Because
I haven't seen an NBA game. I don't know, because, I don't know if it's true, but apparently when AD had that winning shot yesterday, he yelled Kobe when he shot it. Kobe! Like when he shot that game.
I didn't see the game winner, but they said something about he channeled Kobe, and I kept saying, what?
Yeah. So I haven't seen any of the basketball games. I haven't seen a baseball game. I haven't seen a football game. Not that I would watch it normally anyway, but when I had cable, I would flip through and at least see it for a second till I flipped again. So I guess my concern was, not concerned, but my question was, is it weird without the white noise of having a crowd there?
Football for me, no. But I will say basketball, it feels more like a high school game to me a little bit. I don't know why. I guess because it's so quiet, compared to how, if you were at a live NBA game with the fans, it would be a lot louder. I think the announcement tape setup kind of made me laugh. They got these plastic... shields up between each announcer or whatever. And I understand it. but it still looks a little strange to see Mark Jackson turn around Jeff Van Gundy in the next one, and then the other guy's sitting there,
like they're in cubicles,
and they're looking at each other, and I almost feel like one guy's going to step around by accident and be like, "Hey, well, what I really wanted to say," and somebody's going to be like, "No, you can't do that," So,
actually, what's funny is I've seen Inside the NBA, and it looks like they built that table longer so that there's more space in between each other, which I thought that was ironic and a little bit cool.
Yeah.
That they just have distance, so they were able to do that.
There's one thing I want to mention too. Skip Bayless. You can kiss my ass. Skip Bayless got on Dak Prescott because Dak said something about being depressed.
Mm-hmm.
And Skip basically said for the leader of a football team to come out in public, there's nothing wrong with him being depressed, but him coming out in public and saying that, he saw something wrong with that. Well, Skip, I mean, usually when you're depressed, you want to look for help. You know what I mean? Or something like that. So him saying that, and plus that might bring awareness to somebody. Somebody might be depressed and be like, oh, well, if Dak got through it, they might be a Cowboys fan. Then I can get through it. I just thought that was very irresponsible for you to say. Nobody likes you, Skip Bayless. Not even Shannon Sharp, who does the show with you. Nobody likes you. You're a jerk. I think every day you should do an interview with Richard Sherman so he can berate you every time y'all do an interview. Did you ever see that interview?
I've seen clips of it. But he gets into it with everybody.
Yeah,
so.
But Richard Sherman made him almost shut up, man. He is like, I'm the top such and such in my craft. You're not the top anything in your craft. He said, so you're saying that you're better than most cornerbacks in the league? He's like, no, I'm saying I'm better than you at life. I was screaming. He was like, all right, let's stop insulting each other, please. That's what Skip went to. And I think he deserves it, man. Like, I mean, I like watching Skip at times, but that was just uncalled for. You don't know what drives somebody to be depressed, and then for you to make light of it, I think was just terrible and kind of says who you are as a person, and maybe you just need to shut up and get off the air.
I'm just trying to think in context, maybe huge Cowboys fan. Maybe he's saying he doesn't want other teams to take advantage of the fact that he's depressed on the field. Not necessarily like don't say it publicly.
And that might be what he meant.
Right, and
but it
clarify.
Didn't come out like that.
Yeah, clarify it. But
the way it came out sounded very irresponsible, and that's.
But Skip is just known for
being
outrageous stuff and saying like weird stuff. I like Skip at times again because he bashes LeBron the same way I do. He I think sometimes he doesn't make great points. Like I would love to debate Shannon Sharp about you're right,
LeBron.
I think I would love to debate him about LeBron because they always miss like the easiest points. Michael Jordan lost in the first round, blah blah, to the big three Celtics. Well, first of all, it was the big six Celtics. 6 of those Celtics are Hall of Famers, plus the coach. So that's 6. LeBron's never faced 6 Hall of Famers ever. And you can talk about Golden State all you want, but Klay Thompson may be in the Hall of Fame. Draymond ain't gonna be in the Hall of Fame. I can tell you that right now.
I don't think so.
So at best, you got Kevin Durant and Steph Curry that are guaranteed probably Hall of Fame. Klay, maybe.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
So that whole they had 4. No, they didn't. They absolutely did. So when Shannon throws that first round, Michael Jordan, he didn't make 7 years it took him to win a championship. Okay. Same with LeBron.
He was playing,
I don't care that Michael Jordan didn't make it out of the first round. Whether or not you get booted in the first round or you lose in the finals, you still are not the champion. So what difference does it make?
You see way down there, it looked like that guy with no shirt is probably drunk off his rocker.
Oh, that'd be awesome. But yeah, so if you lose in the first round and you lose in the finals, are you the champion? So what good is it? He got to the finals, so you ain't win.
Yeah, but
Michael Jordan went to the finals and never lost.
Mike played the Pistons. That Pistons team might be one of the deepest teams of all time. Go do your thing.
But and then I think
Do your thing.
and I think the other thing they like to bring up is he had help. Well, no, Michael Jordan, as evidenced in The Last Dance, made Scottie Pippen the great player that he was. He didn't get on the phone and be like, "Yo, man, you should come play in Chicago with." They certainly didn't do it with Dennis Rodman. Again, evidence in The Last Dance. They had to, Jerry Krause had to first talk Phil Jackson into it, and then they had to go pretty much beg Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen to be like, "Yo, is that okay?"
Yeah.
So they didn't recruit Dennis Rodman. So
Excuse me, I'll be right back.
I can tell you now, I would love to debate Shannon Sharp and all that. I can't say coonery, but it is a little bit.
The problem is, if you went on his show, though, you wouldn't get a fair shake.
Oh, I
See
would.
what I'm saying?
I would because see, Shannon Sharp does something that I'm glad I've seen Skip start to stand up to him. Shannon Sharp starts yelling and banging on the table with his pen and hollering and trying to do that. I'm gonna be louder and intimidate you. And Skip has been getting right back with him, and I loved it. He was like, "I'm talking," and I loved it because then Shannon Sharp turned around and went to this voice. But Skip, this, got all quiet, and that's what you have to do, even to a verbal bully. And that's what Shannon tries to do. He tries to verbally bully by being loud. Being loud don't make you right.
No.
Being loud don't make you win. It just makes you loud.
Right.
So I'm glad Skip has been starting to. I'm talking. He said, "I let you talk for 7 minutes straight without interruption."
But Cam!
Yeah, and he was like, "I'm still talking," and I loved it. I loved it because Shannon turned into the straight punk. He was like, "But Skip, just let me. You can talk when I'm done making my point." Okay. And just sat back in his chair and shut up.
You're not a big...
And that's what you have to do.
You're not a big football fan, but truthfully told, Shannon Sharp had a brother that was a wide receiver.
Oh, I know.
Sterling Sharp.
I know
Sterling Sharp. We wouldn't even be talking about Shannon Sharp if Sterling never got injured. He was a pretty damn good receiver.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame he got hurt.
Right.
He
But
did a commercial with Dennis Hopper back in the day, too.
see, yeah, he was on like Green Bay or something.
Yep, Green Bay Packers, yep.
But yeah, so I think Skip goes overboard sometimes in his. Both of them bring up Michael Jordan in relation to LeBron James. And I'm still trying to figure out, is Michael Jordan playing in the NBA right now? That's all I want to know. That's all I would ask Shannon when he starts trying to belittle Mike to make his point about LeBron.
But I don't understand
Is
how
Michael Jordan playing in the NBA right now? If he's not, what relevance does anything you have to say in relation to Michael Jordan and LeBron James? Because I'm confused. They literally have never played against each other. So what's the relevance?
he wasn't in the league when LeBron first
No, he
came?
was not.
Okay, fair enough. But
The year after, I believe LeBron came, maybe the year or two after.
But
And I know they've played together when LeBron was in high school.
yeah,
He played with Michael. They were on the same team, and I think LeBron even tells the story. He was like, "Yo, once we got on court, we never left. We won everything. We killed everybody."
but how can you belittle Mike? That's what I don't understand. Like,
And that's what
at all.
that's what makes me mad about the whole
And I'm not a Michael Jordan fan.
LeBron people, like the LeBron people. It's always, well, Michael didn't do, like, who is Michael Jordan in the NBA?
Listen, all I know is don't nobody windmill dunk like Dominique Wilkins. That's all I know.
That's not true.
All this, well, Vince Carter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's
Fair enough. Fair enough. But
wasn't nobody in his era windmill dunking like Dominique Wilkins.
yeah. Well, you gotta understand.
Dominique Wilkins was windmill dunking on people in games. On people. Not breakaways. On people. That one.
I saw-
Didn't he do one where he went up, floated under the rim, and underdunked it.
I don't know if he done that, but I saw one where Dominique went up to dunk it, and the guy was trying to go block his shot, and Dominique turned his body to the side,
did
waited
this
for
fine.
him to go down, turned back around, and dunked it. I mean, Dominique Wilkins, the human highlight film was a very good nickname for him. Now, I know Dominique's not a better player than Jordan, but Dominique was just my guy. Something about
Dominique was a monster.
Yeah,
That
he
dude was
was,
scoring
yeah.
50 points, 47. He was,
he was good.
I don't know.
He was good.
I think
My favorite
at some
player.
points in his career, he was maybe on par with Michael.
Yeah, when he was with the Hawks, after he got injured, it started going down.
But I mean, there was a lot of years that Mike eclipsed him. But I think towards the beginning, they were pretty neck and neck as far as talent. I think Michael just eclipses him because Michael played better defense. Mike
Mike was way
had
better.
a better shot, everything.
Yeah.
But for his first few years in the league, I think they were neck and neck as far as talent wise. Yeah, I told you.
Dominique's my guy. Then it was Kevin Garnett, who also wore the number 21.
21.
But then I found out how disgusting of a person Kevin Garnett is. You know, I don't know about his real life. Let me clean that up. But as far as him with other players on the
Yeah,
basketball
he was
court,
dirty. I
disgusting.
think he was dirty to the excessive point. Like, didn't he talk about
Carmelo Anthony's wife?
Carmelo Anthony's wife? But there was somebody also, their mom had died.
Oh, I didn't hear about the mom.
And he was saying something like, "What you gonna do? Cry to your mama? Cry to your mama? What you gonna cry to your mama?"
I know he punched
Or something like that.
Shannon Fry in the nuts when he was shooting a three-pointer. And I think he made Glenn Davis cry or something. Glenn Davis had said something. He said, Glenn Davis made a shot and said, yeah. He said, I wasn't saying it to talk trash. I was excited I made a
Made a
shot.
shot.
And Kevin Garnett was like, what? Blah, blah. There's a story Kevin Garnett talking about Austin Rivers as a high school kid.
Mm-hmm.
Because Doc Rivers was the coach, came in, was playing against the players, and was actually, really killing them. And then he said something about Kevin Garnett, handed Kevin Garnett the ball. Kevin Garnett said, man, you better go ahead somewhere. And then he handed him the ball again. So Kevin Garnett said, all right. I think he said Austin scored 2 points on him. He said, hold on, let me tie my sneakers. And then they said Kevin Garnett just started blocking everything and, blah, blah. Couldn't let the kid win. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't let the kid win either.
No, I hear you, but it's
mean,
just... What points did you get for that, is what I'm saying. But I guess if he lost, some people would have been talking
Yeah, I would
trash
have done
too.
that. I would have tried to destroy him too.
Yeah, so
Like,
Cam-
especially if you
Cam
challenge.
never let his kids win anything.
Oh no, I would never. Nope.
I remember my son beat me in Madden one time when he was younger. He threw a Hail Mary at the end of the game and just happened that he caught the touchdown.
I think he told me about
And
that.
he looked
was
at
so
me.
excited.
No, he was
Oh no,
shocked.
he thought you were gonna be
looked at
mad.
me. I looked at him. I said, "Congratulations." He shook my hand. When he shook my hand, he didn't even squeeze it tight. It was like,
A scared shake.
I said, "Congratulations, good game."
Oh, I'd have
He's
been
like,
pissed.
he said, "Thank you." I'm
I'd have
like,
been so mad.
nah, dude, I was happy for him in a sense.
Man, please. It took my best friend almost 30 years to beat me in a game of one-on-one.
But that's different.
And
That's
after
yeah.
I had torn my Achilles, so I was playing with half a leg on one leg. So, and I was mad. But I did give him the ball. I was like, yo, it took you 30 years. You deserve this ball. So, I don't know whether he still has the ball or not. But, yeah, that was when I was working down Middletown. So, that was a good 5-6 years ago, maybe. But, yeah, it took him 30 years to beat me one-on-one. I remember, actually, we were playing at Altoona. And he called a foul. But then on the continuation, he made the basket.
And tried to take the.
And I was like, nah, boss, you called a foul, homie.
Yeah.
No, but it went. Nah, boss, you called a
Yeah.
foul. And then I got serious. And this was when I was playing in college. So I got serious after that, and I trashed him after that.
Yeah, my son has never beat me on basketball. I tell you though, the last time we played, I was so bad out of shape, but he wanted to play, and I went up 1 point on him, and we were both kind of. I said, "You tired, man?" He was like, "Yeah." I said, "You want to call it the game?" He said, "Yeah." So I was like, "All right." I was 1 point up on him. I said, "All right." Yeah. I mean, we were both, man, just.
I be there in a couple hours myself. Thanks for tuning in, Jocelyn.
Have a good one. And on that note,
Yeah, we're out of here too.
All right. Remember Gorilla Gang 3421. Like,
I
subscribe,
did that all wrong.
bell notification so you can be updated.
Notified when we put up the video.
You know, and we're probably doing that we're doing a episode every other week. So typically on Sunday following when we shoot it on live, we put it up on YouTube. So, you know, check us out, guys. Keep coming back. We love y'all. Peace.
Later.
I love the fact that this finish button is so hard to hit.